In this Adobe Premiere Pro tutorial, today we're going to understand how to use the Auto Transcription feature of the new update version number 15.4 of this software. Hello, welcome to a new tutorial in Adobe Premiere Pro. Finally, Adobe is giving us the Auto Transcription feature. What is it? When you need subtitles for your videos, usually you had to type those subtitles by hand one by one. Now, Adobe Premiere Pro can do that for us. Basically, Premiere now can listen to what we're saying in the video and transcribe it as a form of text. So we can save so much time, and I really need to say thanks to Adobe. Before we start, you need to open a couple of panels in your workspace, and you want to have the text panel open. If you don't know how to find it, go to Window and scroll down to Text. You might also want to open up the Essential Graphics and the Essential Sound panel. Then of course you need your timeline and your program panel over there. Next thing you want to do is to have a sequence open in your timeline. If you don't, go to the project panel and double click on the sequence you want to transcribe, and this is the one for me. The first step to create auto transcription is to select the sequence. So you want to make sure you click on the sequence. Then you want to go to the text panel, and you have two different options, transcript and captions. You can be in either of them. So if you're already in the transcript tab, you can just click on create transcription. If you are in the captions tab, go to transcribe sequence. And the same menu will pop up, exactly the same menu on both options. Now we have a couple of things to choose from. In the transcription settings, you can see the transcription details with the sequence name, sequence number 4, that's my sequence. The sequence duration, 1 minute in my case. Under transcription settings in audio analysis, we can choose something here already. I think the default choice is audio on track. By choosing this option, Premiere will transcribe a whole track, and the track you will choose in this menu. Under audio on track, you can literally choose all your audio tracks on your timeline in this specific sequence. Now, the mixed track includes all the tracks of your sequence. So if you have music, dual dialogues, Premiere will try to transcribe all those tracks at once. So I would advise to mute the audio track in this case, especially if your audio track has some lyrics, unless you want to transcribe your lyrics of the tune as well. Otherwise, you can choose a single track to transcribe. So in my case, I have one speaker, myself, on audio track number 1, and that's the one I want to target. So what you have to do is simply select the track right there. Language, you can choose the language, English, UK or American, whatever, or different languages. So not all the languages are included already, but Premiere is working on that. So hopefully we will have new languages soon. The second option, and then we carry on here, we come back, is to select audio clips tagged as dialogue. This is an option you will find in the Essential Sound panel, and we're gonna go there. So I'm gonna press cancel. And what you have to do to mark an audio clip as a dialogue, well, you want to select your clips, your audio clips on the timeline. And let's say I want to transcribe only the first and the third audio clip. That's what I'm going to do. I select the first, hold Shift, and select the third one. Then I'm going to the Essential Sound panel, and under Refine Tag Selection, I choose Dialogue. And that's it. Now my first and third audio clips on this sequence are marked as dialogue. Let's go back to the text panel and let's click on transcribe again, create transcription. Now, if you choose the first option, audio clips tagged as dialogue, Premiere will transcribe only those two clips we have selected. So everything else in this sequence will not have any subtitles apart from these two audio clips. But let's go back to the second option, audio on track, and I'm going to audio track 1. Now we can tick different other options. transcribe in point to out point only, which means on your timeline, you go to a specific time code and you press I to select the input mark, and then you go somewhere else to another time code and press O to close this range, so to create a new output mark. And now Premiere will transcribe only the audio clips in between these two marks. But this doesn't make sense for me, so I go back to create a transcription, and if I don't tick this option, then Premiere will transcribe the whole sequence, and that's what I want in my case. Let's say you had already created some subtitles by hand, and if you want to know how to create subtitles by hand, go and check my previous tutorial. Well, with this option, you can merge your subtitles, the one you have created before, with the transcripted subtitles. I'm not gonna do that for now. And also you can choose the option to recognize different speakers. So Premiere will recognize different voices and it will try to create different tracks. Now, the next thing to do is to press Transcribe. If your transcribe button is grayed out, it's because you need internet connection, and I'll show you. I'm going to turn off my Wi-Fi connection, and you will see the transcribe button has been grayed out because you need to be online to actually use this option. So let's go back online. Now we're ready to transcribe. So let's click and let's time it, see how long it takes. Okay, that's it. For 1 minute of video, Premiere took more or less 25 seconds to transcribe my video. Now in the text panel, you will see all your text down here. So this is your transcription, Auto Transcription by Premiere, which is great. My gosh, I'm so excited about this. Let's try to understand this tab now. The first thing you see on the left-hand side is a title that says unknown. This is referred to the name of the speaker. So if you want to change the name of the speaker, you click on the three dots and you click on Edit Speakers. And here with the pen tool, you can change the name of the unknown speaker. So I click on the pen, type my name, Mamo. And then if you want to add a different speaker, you simply click on Add Speaker, go to the pen tool and change the name in Mamo 2 or whoever is speaking, and press Save. Now you can change the name of the speaker to each subtitle that's been created. So I go back here and choose Mamo, because that's all me. Now we can read the text and see if there's any mistake, anything we want to change, and so on. Actually, there's not many mistakes, and that all depends on the speaker as well. So the margin of error is limited in my case. I don't have the best English, but Premiere actually could recognize the words quite clearly. And as you can see, there's just a couple of things about the name of the brands I was mentioning, for example, in my video, and so on. What you have to do to correct this text is to simply double-click on the text, and here you can just type whatever you want and make the corrections you need. And so on for the other transcription. You will also find a time code at the top of your text telling you the time frame of the subtitles. So it's going from 0001 to 01421. You can just scroll down and double check the whole text. If you go to the top right hand side on the three dots here of the panel, we click on it, and there's a few options we can choose from, and we just check a couple of them. You can retranscribe the sequence if you're not happy, if there's too much work to correct. So you simply click on retranscribe, you choose your track again, and you start from scratch. But we're gonna cancel. Let's go back here. And I want to show you the display poses as. So whenever you pause, Premiere will add automatically three dots, just to show to the audience that you paused. So that's an option you can choose, and we can click on it. And these pauses will be added to the subtitles, because now we need to create the subtitles. You can export this text if you're happy with the text by pressing Export to Text File. You click on it, then you browse where you want to save this file, and you need to name it. So I just type it subtitle and save it on my desktop. I save it. Now I go to my desktop and look for it. subtitle, there it is. And these are your words, the ones you mentioned in your video. Let's go back to Premiere Pro, to the three dots. Some of these other options, like split the segment and merge segments, are mentioned and covered in my previous tutorial, so again, go and check that one instead. Now let's create the captions. What we want to do is to go back here under Transcript and click on Create Captions. Okay, different options to choose from. You can create a new subtitle track from the transcript, and that's what we want to do. Otherwise, you can create a new plain subtitle track, which again we have covered in the previous tutorial. So click on Create from Sequence Transcript. Under Caption Preset, you can choose different styles of captions. The one we are interested in is the Subtitle Default. So click on Subtitle Default, and under Format as well, go to Subtitle. Now we can choose the style of the subtitle, which means we can add a specific font size, the color, whatever. And you can create this style in the Essential Graphics panel, again in my previous tutorial. So what I'm going to show you is the style I had created before. You simply go to Style, open up the menu, and I choose the Arial 40 font. So all my subtitles will have this style with a specific font size and a specific font type. Then you have different options: maximum length in character for each clip, the minimum duration in seconds of each subtitle clip, and gap between the captions. Again, in terms of frames, you can choose whatever you want. I go to 0. You can also choose on how many lines you want your subtitle clip, if you want only 1 line or 2 lines, and I'm happy with double lines, so I click on double and select Create. Now Premiere is elaborating the transcript and turning it into subtitles, and there you go. Literally 3 seconds, you have all your subtitles on your sequence, the whole sequence. You'll see the input and output mark didn't have anything to do with our final result, because we chose not to apply the subtitles just in that time frame, but to apply it to the whole sequence. Now if you play the timeline, and now everyone was waiting for this moment, giveaway time. Let's talk about the you have your captions right there in the sequence with no efforts. Yes. You can still change your subtitles if you wanted to, here in the Captions tab. Now if you want to know how to change the duration and the length of each subtitle clip, if you want to know how to export your sequence with the subtitles, do I need to mention it again? Check my previous tutorial. And that's all for this new update of the automatic transcription in Adobe Premiere Pro version 15.4. I really hope it helped out. A lot of stuff coming out on this channel, so hit the subscribe button now, because I'm sure I helped you. And by subscribing, you're going to help me and support my channel. Also, go and check my online Adobe Premiere Pro courses, where I cover the whole video editing process in Adobe Premiere Pro 2021. Go and check it out at mamoair.com. You can see the reviews on the Udemy platform, but on my website, the courses will be cheaper, and that's why I recommend to go and purchase it there. Thank you for watching, and I can't wait to see you in the next video. Oh, also, I launched a new YouTube channel for my travel vlogs, my travel cinematic videos, so go and subscribe, link down here in the description tab.